Morning, I want to take a minute. I want to show you a tool that I have found that will help you get on top of your credit situation. Good morning, this is Chris with Double Edge Real Estate here. Now, a lot of people, when they think their FICO scores and their credit, it is the most misleading industry, I think, out there. People think FICO and they think it's all just one. That is not the case. This is the front page for Experian.com. And I want you to notice right here, as they mention your credit report and FICO score, all free. Well, that should scare you right there. Free stuff, some of the most expensive stuff on the planet is the free stuff. But don't fall for this. If you look at the very bottom, right down here, it says, this score is calculated based on a FICO 8 model. Now, there are literally hundreds of models out there. There's a FICO 8, there's a FICO 9, there's now a FICO 10, there's a Vantage, there's just hundreds of them. The problem is these are not the models that your lender uses. You need to be looking at the same information that your lender does, and there are only two ways I have found to get this information. One is to call your lender and have them pull your credit for you, because they're going to pull a report that's calculated on a model called Classic FICO. The other way is, I found, is you can pull it yourself, and this is the only system that I have found out there. So I'm going to pop over here to, this is called mycreditplan.org. Now, this is a window to that information. So if you go on here, you can pull your actual Classic FICO scores, and it will give you an actual Credco credit reports with all three scores on them. That is not on here. I'm going to show you my credit in just a second. But if you go to this, you can see right here what their cost is. If you are interested in looking more into this, give me a call. I can help you get a discount on this. But if you go to this and go to their blog section, they've got some really, really, I mean, really good articles on credit. Here's one on how late payments affect your scores. Here's what they're seeing, that their average client from last year saw an average increase of 56 points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop over here and I'm going to log in. I'm going to show you my information. I'm going to log in. So this is not my actual credit report. This is the information from my credit report. And I share this with a lot of people because this is the best thing I have found. So right off the bat, this shows you my three scores. Now, 10 years ago, my scores were nothing like this. After that crash of 2008, things were not pretty in my credit world. But this goes to show you that if you work on it, you can get this turned around and you can become a homeowner. But this will show you right here. This one pulled on 7/11 of 20, so that was July. This one pulled August 11th, and this one pulled September 9th. And the next one that's going to pull will be this one again. It costs me about $12 a month for this, but this is a great system. If I wanted to go in right now and pull my scores, all three scores as of this minute, I can push this button, pay them a couple bucks, and all of this information will be updated instantly. Now remember, this is the same information that your lender is seeing and using to qualify you for a loan. So I'm going to pop over here to this analyzer, this tab right here. This shows me everything in a nutshell that I need to pay attention to. It shows me, here's my summary, here's my new credit, types of credit, here's all my debt, how deep it is, here's my payment history, here's my inquiries, who's been hitting my account. If I pop over here, it shows you from the look of the dashboards, here's a quick little grading system that my payment history, I got A's, got a couple B's. This changes throughout the month. But if I go on to my inquiries, this will show me who's been hitting my credit. You need to monitor this. As you know, a hard pull on your credit cost you points. And this is why I like people to use this to get on top of their credit before they go and talk to a lender. It'll just let you get a little bit farther ahead. When a lender pulls your score, you're going to get a hard hit. When you pull your score, it's a soft hit. It doesn't count against you. Cost you a couple bucks, but it's well worth it in the long run. But this shows me who's been hitting my score. So I know that the people have been in here. These are all people I've been talking to. Here's all my open accounts, including my mortgage, my second mortgage, my credit cards. You can see it gives me my credit limits, my balance, and your debt to income ratio, which is something else you're going to talk to your lender about. Here's a closed account. Here's the length that they've been open. Here's the derogatory information. This is what you want to pay attention to, because this is what the lender is going to say. Hey, you got a couple of things on here that you need to get cleaned up. This is where you're going to find it. It'll give you contact information, account numbers, and go in here and deal with this before you talk to your lender. It'll make your life much easier. Here's all the public records. It's all right here in one spot. I'm going to pop over here to this other tab. It's called the planner. This will tell me in a nutshell that if I had $20,000, I could increase my credit score by 34 points. And it'll tell me what I need to do. Here's the accounts to pay down. If I had any refinances I should do, here's some accounts. Maybe I should close this one. Don't ever close anything without talking to your lender. Accounts that need to be used. Because did you know that if you do not use your credit cards for a certain length of time, you start to lose their power in your score. You always want to keep circulating those. Long-term effects, revolving credit. Here's some accounts that I may get higher limits on. Here's some what-if scenarios. I mean, this is great. If I wanted to go in here and say, you know what, I don't have $20,000. Maybe I've only got $5,000, and I'm going to wait 6 months. I can hit rerun my planner. It will recalculate a few things, and I can still raise my credit 32 points. See how this all just changed? I'm going to go over here to this qualifier. If I wanted to know what I wanted to do, and if I could qualify right now, I could go in and say, let's say I make $75,000 a year. And I could add in my bonuses. I want a 30-year mortgage. You can see up here, I'm going mortgage. You can put auto loans in here because it'll use it. It uses different information. But for a mortgage loan, I can put in all my income. If I've got any other income that needs to be added to, Social Security, retirement, child support, what have you. Maybe I'm going to pay off some debts. Let's say, you know what, I'm going to refi my house. Let's say I'm going to sell my house and buy another one, and I'm going to pay this off. And I'm going to pay off this one. Okay, let's say I leave all the credit card debt there. And I'm going to put 3% down. Or let's say 5 to 10%, okay? I just do a quick mortgage qualifier. It will tell me that yes, and right here, look at this, FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional. It tells me, based on the information I just put in here, I should qualify for a 2.375% mortgage. It says I'm qualified. This gives me a sales price. It gives me a maximum loan that I'm qualified for. Upfront mortgage insurance I'm going to need, my total loan amount. So I can qualify up to a $422,000 loan, and here's going to be my payment, $2,248. Principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Mortgage insurance, HOA is not in here, but if I don't want to go FHA, maybe I'm going to go conventional. Watch this number. You see the 422.5 down there? If I go conventional, I can only qualify for a 407.5. What if I went USDA with a 100% loan? I can qualify for a 443. And for the veterans out there, look at that, 482. So this is a fantastic way to just get on top of your credit situation. I am not a lender. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a CPA. You're going to need this information. Use this in conjunction with your lender. You find yourself a good lender. If you don't have one, you call me. I've got some great ones. My name is Chris Edge with Double Edge Real Estate. Call me if you have any questions. I hope you find this helpful, and I will talk to you soon.